You know what I'm saying? Oh, there's the brightness. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, exactly. I was like, because I don't. It's like so jittery, you know. It's not even like smooth. I treated you bad. Nights. Come on, we're out of here, bud.
What is up? What's going on?
What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to the HVAC Nights, where the static is always high, the pressure is always low, and the filters are always dirty. Adrian got a
Every
fresh
time.
cut, though.
Every time. I had to, man. It's freaking hot.
And it's toasty. It's one of them toasty bitties. Heat wave.
What?
Shout out to all my heat wave runners.
It has to be a heat wave. We had a whole bunch of rain a month ago. So that was like, I think it was late May, early June. Okay. And it has been hot as hell.
You know what they call that?
Go ahead.
I was just global warming.
Oh, I was like, the humidity is, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that shit. Damn it. You set me up.
Oh, the guy, yeah, the guy comes to mind, the dad or whatever.
Yeah. Humidity. So good. That's great.
So everybody, check in with us. How are you guys doing? What temperature is it where you're at? Because somebody in California left me a comment somewhere that it's like, it was like 60s, 66. I was
they
like,
lying.
Right. No, but I did hear somebody else tell me that it hasn't been as hot as it usually gets in like some like California and some other areas. Like I think even, I don't know, did Halls hit you up that it finally got hot wherever he's at?
Yeah.
So like some people are barely getting it, or it's like not as hot as it should be. Here it is. It's like triple digits.
Yeah, it's been like that for a minute. I feel like usually just track record the past couple years, July is just where it just takes off. Kind of. Oh, what we got? Oh, you good? You good?
No, I was reading Freon's comment. But Matt, we're still in the field fixing crackhead pipe removal. It's currently 90.
Solid. It might not be crack, you know?
Have you ever had to deal with that?
Nah, like dude.
People scrapping units and ripping copper and everything off of it?
Yes and no. Like we do, I'm sure there too, like the cages on the units and stuff if we have to.
I've seen that.
Get them like fabricated and all that.
I've seen that at one plaza that I don't even work at that location. I work next to it. And I'm like, okay, that's how I know that I'm on the bad side of town.
Right.
Because we don't like, see them like often here.
Nah. Yeah. There's some spots like that we run into where get a custom fabbed. And I mean there's I think Metalworks or something does it. What do you say?
It's like get back to the topics that
there we go. Let's go. Start it up, bro. Let's just get to it. Where were we?
Do you remember what the hell we were talking about? I think I wrote it down.
No, I don't. Yeah, you wrote it down, you said. I rely on you.
Did.
Oh shit. That's why you are reliable, dog.
Fuck, I did not write it down.
Freon, where were we, dog? Yeah, we need you.
I meant to look at our episode to see what the hell we're talking about.
Well, what do you got lined up now? Let's just get to it.
As far as what? Like topics or
for the topics, bro? Do we just want to talk about putting the micron directly on the hose directly to the vacuum pump? Do we want to talk about that? And like, I got myself an extensive 5-second
I considered because I do my Sunday stream just to kind of go over Q&A and like just stuff I have on my mind, and I was like, should I go over like what I like? Because I always talk about these things because I even told you, like I tell my guys either pull through a manifold if that's what you're comfortable with. I don't care.
Yeah.
Have the ball valves on them or something. so you can kind of isolate it, or it's either that or go full in. If you're going to get the big hoses, you're going to get everything that you need. Don't freaking keep the shraders in and do all this other crap with it. So go manifold or go full send is what I tell my guys.
Yeah, valid. You know, shit.
So
you know, just go for it.
Something about tools and jobs. Yeah. Well,
yeah, we always
maybe
talk
I'll
tools.
remember. Maybe I'll remember later. But so I guess we can go over that a little bit, right? Because I have new guys, so that's my whole thing is like I can't do everything myself anymore, and I had to kind of let that go because I don't want to be like micromanaging, right, over their shoulder, giving them
right,
or like discouraging them, you know, this and that. So if I see them pulling through a manifold, hey, do it the best that you can through that manifold if it makes sense, and you'll be fine, right? So I just asked my dad. I think my dad already gave it to him. I was trying to build up a vacuum setup for the guy that's been running calls now. And in that thing, I put like the 3/8 hoses, the core removal tools, the micron gauge, like everything he would need. So there's no excuse. And he's one of the technicians. He's one of the new guys. Been here a year, and he always wants to do things the right way. So like I know to trust him with that versus our senior tech who is just gonna throw those gauges on and you know. Yeah. I just tell him just do the best that you can with what you got.
Yeah, every time. I mean, I've unloaded, like I've said a few times, like the Mini quite a bit, right? So having to remember like what I might have on here or not on the van while I'm doing an evacuation is sometimes like shit. I forgot my whole setup.
Yeah, that happened to me recently, and I was like, you know what? That's why I carry personally a 4-port manifold. It's not because I'm going to use it every time. It's just for sometimes because I also need to take down a couple of my core depressors and core tools and replace the gaskets because those are leaking like crazy, and I just haven't had time to fix them. So in that instance, yeah, I'll grab the manifold. Or if I forget something right now, moving from the van to the truck was a pain in the ass. I kept forgetting things. So like, right. You know, I have that backup.
At all times.
Blue Pier is like, I know a guy that closes the lines off and then gets that 500 micron picture.
Like, look at this. Look how good this is. It's amazing.
So what bothers me is, like we were talking a little bit about it earlier. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I see a lot of people that do that for the gram or for whatever platform, and they're pulling on the side of the vacuum, right? Like, yeah, you got 100 microns, 300 microns. What's your decay, right? Like, how is it going to hold? How do you know it's going to hold if you don't have a way to valve it off and do all that? Because I'll be the first to admit, I'm okay under 1,000, especially an older system. I just had one recently. It's like they just wanted fixed. Like one more year, right? One more year.
Straight up, yeah.
Pull it down. I think I pulled it down to 5 or 4, but that thing rose to like, I think that one specifically went to like 900. I'm like, you know what? Kind of stayed there at 900. I'm gonna call it. It's been working for weeks right now, and they're happy. So eventually, I think they're gonna order the whole, because it's a cooler. They're gonna order the whole condensing unit because it's already had like 3 leaks. They keep popping up in different spots, and it's like, hey, more cost effective to replace it. But in that instance, I'm not looking for like 100, 200 micron vacuum. Just, you know, that's
right. Just to get it done. Yeah. Like as much moisture as you possibly can. Right.
And I feel, yeah. As long as you get it all out, check your oil, all that kind of stuff. Look, see if it gets like, if it goes bad, what do you call it? Cloudy and all that. But I could easily, being a YouTuber, just talking about like Instagram and TikTok, I could easily do the same thing and just take a picture of that 400 micron that I did pull down to because I had the micron with the vacuum and everything But it's like, what's the decay, right? Like, does it hold? Because if it goes like to 2,000, 3,000, obviously you messed up
They
somewhere.
call
You
it a
got a
day, big
leak.
dog. Yeah. Yeah, or they're just pulling again right off that vacuum, right, directly in line with it, and it hasn't pulled deep enough to even get
Or
below.
the other one I've seen is the again, I use them as a backup, but the S-Mans, right? That micron gauge is in line with the vacuum pump. There's no other way around
Facts.
it,
Yeah,
right?
I
So
hate those. Yeah.
I always tell
Yep, I was
people
getting
with
ready to say that.
if you do that, you're gonna need to pull like 300 to 400 under your target, right? If your target is 500, you need to get that thing as close to 100 as you can because when you valve it off, it's gonna jump.
Yeah, it's great point, Adrian. Those are very valid points, man.
Just
Nailed it.
just my little rant because like, you know, sometimes you see
Nah,
stuff
dude, yo,
online.
all these. Well, you do, and the crazy part is like this shit gets so hyped up, right? Everybody's like, "Yeah, dog, da da da," and you're just like, the technician in me wants
Why
to be like, "Hey,
why
just so
why
you
is
know."
why is our generation not like that? If I post something like that, they're like they want to see the whole picture and they'll call you out for everything.
Because
Right now you're
right, yeah,
seeing a shift in that kind of, which is great, right? It's positive, but like I don't want to, and I'll message people privately, or if they ask me a question, I'll give them an honest answer privately, but
mm-hmm.
don't encourage bad habits.
Yeah, that's exactly. Well, it's, and I think the biggest thing is they don't know that it's a bad habit, or or improper technique. Not saying it's improper, because at the end of the day, they're still doing an evacuation, right? And things like that. So like they're going through those steps, but it's like how many people just consistently go through the manifolds, or again, we put the micron in line with the vacuum, or right at the vacuum to be precise, right? And I think when you just said something about the generational thing, it's like the hype is cool. That's cool. Like it's no hate, no shade, or in essence, but like when we were coming up, just in life in general, we called out the bullshit with one another. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like people are scared to like be like, "Yo, dog, that's fucking wrong." Like, or like, "Hey, homie, switch it up and do it this way." Nah, everybody's like, "Yeah, dude, like it's amazing." Whereas like back in the day, you did something like, you'd be called a fucking retard. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, "You dumbass, get it together, get the fuck out the way." Kick me off the job site and shit. I'm like,
Tail between your legs.
But
Yeah.
guess what? You still strap up your boots and come back to the site the next day. And if you don't, you find out who
And,
the
it's not
pussies are.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not everybody but it is a different mindset because from what I've seen, because there's a lot of them that I know and I talk to, and I see them in the comments hyping each other up, which is fine. But there was even one where the guy was like, but like, hey, bud, like you shouldn't be doing this or doing that. Like it was another young guy to a young guy, and he was like
Yeah.
telling him he shouldn't. He's like, but fire video, bro, and he gave like a fire emoji and claps. I was like,
Yeah.
you can't call him out and then say it's a great video.
Yeah, no, for sure. Halls is right. I mean, dude, I'm still posting shit, and like, again, so like, I have never like been trained, right? I kind of been on my own for the past 5-ish years. So like essentially once I started making YouTube content, I had like just got out into the field, like, so like
I know, I keep forgetting that you told me that.
I get comments, and then like it fucking helps me, you know what I mean? So it's like I may do something wrong, or they may say, some people get real technical on things, on stuff I don't understand completely, right? But it helps, but at the same time, you know,
Bro, you got it's because like from what
I
I've
self
seen with like us or anybody else out of that age group,
yeah.
people will call you out for like, did you purge every single line? Did you put everything in a like
It'll work.
every
Yeah.
single? Is your depressor in a vacuum? Is your core tool in a vacuum? And all this other stuff. If
I'm
you're
like, wait a minute.
you got the
Yeah.
smallest amount of moisture possibility, and I get those comments. I see other guys my age or our age getting those comments, and
Yeah.
it's just yeah, it's a generational thing, I guess.
It is, I just had one recently. It's like I showed a video doing a coil pull and clean, right? And a blower wheel pull and clean. And one guy was just like, dude, that's a complete waste of time. You know, you're ripping the customer off. You're going to get moisture in the line and put contaminants. He's like, did you even put a filter in? Did you?
Oh,
I was like, obviously, like, I didn't show the whole step by step. It was a 40-second clip of before and after. And I was just like, yeah, probably. But like, I didn't go any deeper. But if you put your gauges on, you could risk some contamination as well, bud. You know what I mean? Like daily practices could do the same thing.
Yeah, with anything. And there's guys that will question you, even hooking up your gauges or probes or anything. And it's like something's gonna get by at some point. So like for me, it's like just just keeping it minimal. But I'm just saying, like, there's people that will call you out for that stuff, that you did everything that you could, and you still got like a little bit because you didn't purge like a core tool or something. I don't know.
You ain't do it the right way.
And yeah, that's another one that I've seen too many times. Where people cut the line set, they're replacing the condenser, but they're going to keep the line set, or even a condenser coil swap, and they don't tape up the lines or cover them.
Oh,
and
yeah, you're just like,
and they're cleaning and brooming and water, and I'm like,
yeah, you got a fucking leaf blower and shit.
All right, but yeah. I've seen it too many times. I mean, I don't do residential, but even I'm like, man, I put tape on everything that I open up if I'm gonna be cleaning or doing something or have to go out for a part. Like I'll tape them up because I don't want. It's just a conscious thing. Like I don't want anything in the line set to bite me in the ass. Like once I finish.
Yeah, 1,000%. You know.
Yeah, I've seen that. You know,
and the biggest thing is just getting it done, just doing it to the best of your abilities too. You know, you don't know until you don't know. You know.
Yeah, Halls. If you're resi and you're pulling a single hose through the suction, there's no reason why you don't have a micron gauge on the furthest side away from the pump. It drives me up the wall. And I've the one that I was talking to you about, like they were pulling from both sides, but they didn't have a core tool on either side. So I'm like,
it's just there.
I'm like, at the very least, put a ball valve or a core depressor tool on one side and just put your micron gauge on the other side. That would have been a way better setup than what I saw online. Just in my 2 cents, because all they had was the hoses hooked up straight with just
with the that little tool, that little swivel tee.
It's just a tee.
It's just hooked into a swivel tee. So you still got your damn valve cores in there, and then
your shaders are in there.
And then
there's no way to do a decay.
So it's like
there's no way to safely remove.
I didn't even see it completely.
Remove the hoses without How the hell do you get your?
Yeah, you don't.
No. You just take them off, right?
Yeah. No, it's gonna let all the. You're gonna, for a split second, you're gonna let.
Yeah, the little.
Been doing it like that for decades, so I whatever. But I think everybody's become a very big critic with social media, right? Because there's so many guys that are way smarter than me, smarter than you, that get into our comment sections. And they do give good advice or constructive, but then they're like, just, it's like, cool, bro. Like, I appreciate the feedback. Like, it's going to help me on my next one. I would prefer that than being like, amazing.
Yeah, I know. It's
what happened?
False sense of hope. I don't know. We were talking about the line sets here. I hadn't seen anybody, or I hadn't seen Kurt do anything, so maybe I'll have to go look.
I'll have a video I'm posting on Instagram of something that it's me trolling, and people people probably get pissed off. Hopefully that's kind of the game plan here. I'm gonna post it when we get off here.
Hopefully.
And it's and that's the game plan, but they don't know, no one knows the backstory, right? So I'll go put a bunch of dots and spaces all the way at the bottom, and it'll be like, this unit's getting changed out, or something, so they understand the concept of what I'm doing. It's kind of rage baiting.
There was one that I think I had thought of at some point, but somebody finally did it, and it's kind of funny to me. But they were doing a, but I swear I've seen somebody do something similar. But like, you know how they're like, oh, take off, the fan and the all the hail guard and everything to clean the unit, and a lot of people don't,
Yeah.
but that's the way you're supposed to. Somebody did I'm assuming they were doing a coil swap because they had the whole coil out, and they're like, who else is removing coils to clean inside and get everything? He's like scrubbing all the
Yeah,
corners and
yeah. All the
underneath the.
bullshit, like, damn well nobody doing that.
Some people were
That's
pissed in
like,
the
bro.
comments, but like there was one that was like, "All right, bro, uh, good. Hopefully that coil swap out, worked out good for you." He's like, "But I get it."
Yeah, dude. And dudes are doing this shit. Just like take Zach for example. When he would be like, he'd whip out like the turtle wax on a fucking like on a damn package and start scrubbing it with the brush and like
Was
come
that
on.
him?
Yeah, like
There
this will
was
be in videos. Some
there
funny.
was a
I
few
don't know if it
guys.
was turtle wax.
No, but I've seen a few guys do that.
Yeah, they'll
They'll
shine it
use
up.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah, they'll use something to clean the outside. And they're like, uh, if it looks good to the customer, then they're happy and this and that. I'm like, all right,
yeah.
bro. Like, like
Hey,
the furthest I'll go is like whatever cleaner I have for the coil, I'll
yeah.
clean around it, or I'll get like some wipes or something. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
not
Yeah,
waxing the damn
like
unit.
I've done it to where I've scrubbed it a little bit, but like sometimes these things are around all these bushes. It's got a bunch of this like algae. Like, dude, in order for me to kind of get down to the nitty gritty and do that, I gotta take the whole thing apart, no problem, and scrub it. I'm not scrub a dub dubbing. Like I've done it, but it's not
Yeah,
like something that you're getting on a maintenance every single time. You know what I mean? I'm gonna wash your coils for sure. I'm gonna check your components, but I'm not taking the top off completely, taking all the panels off. Because that can be such a bitch, dude. They never line back up, and you're like,
yeah. Oh, I know. I just
but
pissed off the whole time putting it back. I have a
but I
Goodman
actually I'll
here at
put
the
a
house.
carousel up recently. Yeah, it was a Goodman I did or an Amana, and take all the panels apart, and but it's because the previous guy doing the maintenance wasn't cleaning the inside, and it was just about 3 or 4 inches of leaves in the bottom. So I was like, the only way to do it the right way is take it all apart.
Yeah, we have a bunch of those here. There's a lot of Goodman units around, so I hate taking them apart, but we will do that. And I mean, if it's clean, I'm not gonna do it. Like we do have like people on maintenance plans, so like, all right, cool.
For
I don't have to
sure.
do it this time. Get in and get out, but it's rare because a lot of them. Our issue here is like it's always like a grass cutting thing. They end up with like
Oh yeah.
so much grass clippings inside. So that's our issue here. And if you don't take them out, that stuff piles up at the bottom real quick.
Yeah. No, that's
Mark
same.
Mark says that he keeps
That's a
the
good
line
that's a
set
good technique.
caps and covers that come with the copper rolls. I've tried really hard to keep them. I always freaking lose them. So if you see any of my
Yeah.
copper rolls in my van, they're always with black tape all over them because I always lose the damn
Yep.
caps.
Yep. Yep. Guilty.
What is up, Joe Cat Cooling in the house? And
Who was
HVAC
that? You
Vin.
said Joe Cat? The homie Joe Cat? Let's
Yeah, we
go.
got some of the Instagram people in here.
The Grimity Graham. What was the next one? Who'd you?
God, I swear my phone always goes crazy whenever we go live now.
Yeah, I've been putting down. Yeah, Well, Jason, your shit's different too, though. You're past the simplicity of a lot of the things. So it's like, unless you can do some cool edit or have some really good topic, it is very mundane and boring. Like, freaking work is boring, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I just had a conversation with a guy today, and he does like the industrial big chiller cooling towers and all this. And he also does residential here, in the area, like further south. I'm like, man, that would be some good content to go work there and learn that shit. But I'd walk into a room the size of this garage and not know where to start, you know?
Yeah.
And he's always just like, it's the same thing, just on a bigger scale. I'm like, nah, bro. Like, it is. Like, you know, I get that. Like, it's like, dang.
What kind of equipment was that again?
Like the cooling towers and chillers and like the big shit different.
At like no, that's
at
different.
Like yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's like, it's just a smaller scale. It all goes around and comes around. Like,
yeah, the question I get a lot is like commercial refrigeration. I'm like, that is a little simpler to get into, but it's still very confusing for guys because like on coolers and freezers, we rely like on solenoid valves, on pump downs, on pressure switches. They're not just safeties, or it's like how the system will go into defrost or turn off. Like those are non-negotiable. You can't just bypass them and leave. So I've had that question quite a bit lately, and I've been meaning to probably go
address
over
it.
Yeah, at some point, just to kind of get it out there. But yeah, just trying to pump out content. Shit that I'm.
Well, you're doing a great job.
Yours one thing I want to say, guys. You did that.
I have one that's doing really good.
You hit, the one that you called out, private equity or something.
Dude, it's actually, you know, I've talked about it before for whatever reason. This one's just hitting, and we talk like, about it on here all the time. Yeah, and the positivity is there, and it's literally just getting out of hand, you know, because what it's done, it's gotten its little freaking vampire fangs into even small businesses and things like that, where people are seeing what they're doing and are trying to implement those same practices, and you know, people are seeing the greed and all that bullshit instead of the true aspect of what we do. Obviously we have a business, or we're in business to make money, right? So like it's none of that, but it's like the ways you go about it, like the wicked ways of like, bro, you had a drain line, this lady was going to change out her thing. Luckily her handyman was there and happened to kind of hear this whole thing going down and put us in touch, you know what I mean? Otherwise she probably would have gone straight for it. And
yeah,
it's maddening, dude. And the sad reality is homeowners and customers are relying on them no matter what. So it's like it's not going to stop. I mean,
no, and they're everywhere because it's. I've talked about it. I think on my last podcast, or a couple of them, like HVAC in particular, because I don't see it as much. I see it more in HVAC. I feel like HVAC is very trendy right now. It's like everybody wants to get in on it, as far as like, you know, kids looking for something to do, or jobs, careers, and then just people that are investors. Like they're like, oh, HVAC is a pretty solid choice to get into and buy up shit because they don't want to build shit. They're just going to buy everything.
Cardone did this dumb shit. Yeah, exactly.
And then ruin it for the rest of us. But you know, it is what it is.
And like, where the disdain's coming is like, we're constantly being called like, oh, this is the biggest scam. Like my next video that I want to do is going to be going at these douchebag guys that are like, these HVAC contractors are taking advantage of. I just watched Dave's Dave's dumbass shade thing that he has on the fucking unit. Oh, it dropped it by 9 degrees. Shows no data, just shows the temperature split of the supply. Who knows how long that system's been running? There's, you know what I mean? Yeah. And he just did another one. And all it is, like, these homeowners are like hooping and hollering and saying they're great. They're scamming these fucking people watching their videos, like, buy this in my link. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then I hate it as a content creator, as a YouTuber, as a whatever you call it. I hate it because then they do it and then I try to make my videos and they're like, oh, you're just a salesman. I'm like, I'm not trying to sell you shit. Like you can do what the hell you can do whatever you want with your stuff. I like my tool bags, my tools, my Camel City Mill socks. I just recorded my my ad today.
Yeah. Shout out to the boys.
So I like that stuff. I'm not trying to be a salesperson, but there are people like, and I'm gonna be a little bit careful because Dave does still watch my shit. So
Dave can watch all he wants, whatever. That's still like, don't say you're scamming and then you're literally like putting a screen around an AC saying, "Well, it's gonna drop your energy." It's not. Like,
we had talked about it. Now I don't want to sacrifice my unit to do it, but we had talked about it, and I'm like, I would have preferred it the other way, right? If he started with the shade and then took it off, because in that instance the unit just ran longer. It's cooling, right?
Because he showed the time when he started it, right? It was like 11:55. Oh, we got 58 degree air coming out right now. All right, going to let it run for 20 minutes. Doesn't show no time, doesn't show nothing else. Puts the shade thing on.
Yeah.
Takes the temperature of the concrete and the difference in the shade in the concrete. Okay. And then shows a temperature of his supply at 49 degrees. But no data, bro. Yeah. But if you click my link, I will get a small commission. And people are,
Yeah, and that stuff does make a difference, but like it's not sustainable. Like the water thing.
On what scale?
No, but I understand like hosing down a coil obviously makes it cooler to a degree, but
yeah,
at what cost, right? Because then that coil is trash.
Yeah, because you get shitty ass water all over it. It's like, but I put this little filter on it.
We have the worst. No, you can't get away with that here because we deal with that.
Bad water.
Yeah, we deal with that. I mean, plumbers do here, but like even us in the hospital side of things, trying to figure out ways to, because they get scale like crazy. Like like the water is just, everything builds up. There's no way around it. We put filters on everything, especially at the hospital and other places, and they still have these problems. Where the filtration just, it's better than not having it, but it's not going to solve it.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah, lesser of two evils, for sure.
Yeah, but he'll sell you the product, and then he'll probably sell you the unit, because I don't know who he's working with right now, but I know he has like affiliates for everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's the pot calling the kettle black, bro. It's just the way you're going about doing it too.
Appreciate you, Albert, over from Instagram.
Al Bambino, let's go, Albert.
So Matt says there's a lot of factors, because I think Jason's going off in the comments, but a lot of factors driving the industry to like a used car salesman, making that comparison there. And it's not just PE firms that he sees a lot of plenty of local owned scammers. Now that, again, I've always said bad apples. Yeah. There's always people.
And my thing is like their techniques, their tactics is what's infiltrating these guys because of the foundation that they've laid with the greed of it. And then these smaller locally owned businesses are like, oh, this is what they're doing to get to this point. We're going to also do that. And you know what I mean? That's how it just becomes a virus, right? And you can still be a locally owned and run your business the same way those guys do. And you can still have a little bit of morals and integrity. But then at the end of the day, you're still like, but if you finance it, you can finance this for 10 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stuff
later,
like
Mark.
That. Later, Mark.
So, so people have described it, and I like that description. It's like a disease, a virus, because it seeps into everybody. Because like it has in the past made me question, like, are we doing enough? Are we doing the right things? Because like where they're at, bullshitting and scamming, we're here getting screwed over time and time over because we're honest and you don't know how to find a balance. So I've questioned that too. Like, should we
implement
get into
some of
or do something?
For sure. Yeah.
So,
Nah, dude.
Yeah.
I spent hours of podcasts listening to those type of guys when I was at the previous company, and I used to get real juiced up and excited, but I was like really leaning into the technical shit as well, so I could have the backup plan of understanding without like lying into these people like, oh look, you see this black stuff, it's mold, it's like cancer, like let me put a respirator mask on, like you need to replace this or you're gonna die, like, you know, like literal shit like that I've heard come out of people's mouths. And I'm like, and you know, you scare these people into thinking like, you know, they got some damn airborne mold virus that's just going to destroy them and kill them.
Which
when,
sales
you know,
peaked during COVID.
Yeah, for sure, right? And
fear mongering.
It is. It's not that, like you said, and sometimes you get what's the word I'm thinking of? Like desperate, right? Like, oh, dude, we just gotta get some bills. We gotta pay payroll. We gotta cover the taxes. We got insurance. It's shit's all coming out. I could replace this contactor, but damn, you know, the compressor's grounding. You know.
Yeah, it sucks.
Weren't always honest, but it's our duty and our job that we do have this little voice or presence that we do have to make the impact and the awareness of what we can to who we can. And if they listen, and then hopefully they spread that word, you know?
Yeah, and I've seen it from what Matt is talking about, where the and those are the people that we go behind, because those are second opinions. They're not always big companies. There's like these smaller Chuck in a truck, which Megan loves to use that reference, because they're,
sure.
And my dad, I've heard that saying, like, we're trying to make a living, not a killing. My dad just used that not too long ago, because like they were asking him something, you know, and they always ask us why did they want to replace this or replace that if there was nothing wrong with it. And we're like, we don't know. We're not trying to make a quick buck. We're trying to be honest and get your, you know, your business if you have us. But you see it all the time, because I've had people that go out there and quote out. I had a whole building, which was odd, that were like, hey, can you come out and look at this stuff? Because they said we need like several compressors on this rooftop. They were just dirty coils. I was like, dude, all of them were just tripped out. Washed them almost 5 times. Started everything up. Everything worked fine. But
like, yeah.
And I don't know, like for me, it's like a part of it is like, yeah, like honesty, a good tech, all that. A part of me is just lazy. Like, I don't want to be up there replacing freaking 3 or 4 compressors at once.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix this a little bit. Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna spray these coils down real quick. Yeah, like I
just see if there's an easier route here before we go that way.
For sure, dude. Yeah, I concur with that. Damn fly.
They're dishonestly honest.
If I'm gonna be honest with you here, you know, like stupid shit like that.
Well, I'm gonna have to catch up on the comments. Distributors literally do sales training with their contractors and always have, just like private equity is doing. They just have better SOPs than average. At distribution, I had to get contractors involved.
Yeah, no, for sure they have them because they want you to move their product and this, that. Again, we're all in business still to fucking
I still have that beef with Ream and Rude, because they literally told me to my face, we cannot give you a coil off the line because we have units that we want to sell. Like, we're not going to help you fix it. We're trying to sell shit.
Yeah. Straight up.
I was like, well, you know what?
Shout out to my boys at Tropic, you know.
So
pushing that.
And that just no, and that's just how it is, because I had to go back, because the only issue here was that it had already been attempted. Somebody had already attempted several patches on it. So I was like, Like, I could, but it's
keep
gonna
trying.
be,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, it's gonna be a mess. And I had to tell this mom and pop shop, like, I can't even get you the coil right now. So maybe you call around, or we can quote you a new unit. Like, there's not much I can do.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, when you go to these training classes, like on these products that they have, like they're giving you the sales point. I mean, they're selling you on why you should use their product, right? Essentially, why their product's better than this guy or that guy. You know, everything is just this for that. It's all consumer stuff, and
Joe here is like, yeah, you can filter the hell out of it, run my water, purified it, filtered it. Now I'm gonna spray it on my unit.
efficiency. That's so true. It's like, get the hell out of here. There he is, the dude.
What is up, Rudy? He did a video where he was going to be installing those smart locks.
Oh,
so I don't know. I think that's what he was doing today.
Ah, let's
How did it turn out? How did it turn out,
rocking
Rudy?
rocking the hyper tough.
What are you talking about?
His drill.
Oh.
Yeah. I found a drill today. I was in the attic, and someone left their Makita up there. It's like, that's mine now, bitches.
I was like, that's not a bad find.
Nah, dude. I was like, all right, bet. And it had on the Klein flip socket, the one that had the long Phillips head shank in it. So I was like, it was a shitty attic too. Like, they left the panels off. It's one of those like Daikin, like a cassette air handler. I don't know what the hell they are. They're fits. And dude, it was atrocious.
Freon. So there is a coil company, and I know Matt, I think, had recommended one too. It might be a different one. I inquired. It might have been for that one, but it wasn't that exact unit. But I had another unit. Also had multiple attempts from this other company, and they happened to be the same unit. Like, they were both the Rudes, and I think they were the same tonnage and everything. I needed the coil for both. It wouldn't sell it to me. I hit one of them up. I don't know if it's USA Coils or National Coils or something like that. They flat out told me they couldn't because they sell any coil that they are comfortable making. The problem I had is I had a micro channel. Like, they're gonna sell you, I think it's just a tube and fin. So you can switch. I believe one of their pitches is also that they will switch you from micro channel or aluminum to like copper, but like it's a very short selection because they told me flat out that they couldn't do it.
Dang. Hey, you exercise the avenues that you could do.
Yes.
That's good to know. That is good to know.
But they have like a lot of like common coils. So if I did like residential or something else, a brand that they're familiar with, then they would have been able to help me out.
Is it just a coil? Does it come with a drain pan and all that as well?
I want to say it's just a coil. I don't know if they do anything else.
All right. Good to know.
Yeah. So they're different. Matt is the one that told me about Nationwide coils, and he's used. I believe he's used them. So I'll look into USA coils because they're hard to get right now.
Well, that sucks. You know, it really just grinds my gears, America.
Well, because I'm always like, I can fix it. I just can't get the damn part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where is that from? Really grinds my gears.
Family Guy, Peter Griffin. He had that segment.
I didn't watch. I didn't really watch that. My brother was big on that show, so like I would see it or watch it in passing.
You know, really grinds my gears. Yeah, this stupid shit.
I was more of a South Park.
Okay.
My son likes The Simpsons a lot.
So does mine. Yeah. We do. So, like, we had the Universal passes and all that, and he loved going to Universal, but it's Springfield, and it's just the Simpson ride sucks, but dude, it was just so garbage. I was like, but we'd go every single time because that was his go-to, and yeah, he was real obsessed with them too. Now he's obsessed with the World Cup, which is fun.
I don't watch that. You saw the freaking, what did they call
the bullshit red
dude,
card?
No, the dude that proposed on the tower.
Oh yeah. I was watching that. That was crazy, bro.
How the hell did he get up there?
You want to know something? It's funny. Like matter of fact, after we got off the show was it last week or the week before? Some video popped up across my feed where these dudes were like scaling a crane in New York City, like free, and like this dude got on the ball of the damn crane, bro. Like no nothing. Almost it was giving me vertigo watching that shit.
I've seen.
I was like, what the fuck?
Was it a video of somebody watching him or like his point of view?
No. Yeah, it was their POV, bro, and they had one guy had like the ultra wide lens, so I think that made it worse, and then the other one was normal. Dude, they were like standing at the very end point, like, and they were. Check it out. It was epic though. It was epic.
No, and it's funny because like on social media you see all the successes, right? Because I've seen people that do the parkour crap and jumping off building a building. I think I saw one where the dude failed, shattered both ankles. I'm like, was it worth it?
Bro, like I they,
can imagine like you're going down a insurance bill and all that.
You're going down a ladder and you think you're on the last rung, but you're on, like the second to last. Yes. You take that extra step and you're like, oh, like that shit freaks me out. Dude.
Yeah, your life flashes before your eyes. That happens to me too many times.
Bro, it feels like you're stepping into a black hole.
Now I look down like, where the fuck am I? Yeah.
I did it. Oh my God. I was doing something yesterday. I had shit in my hand and I was just like, oh, and like when you do it, dude, like you like throw your back out because of the way. It's just like I'm such a
you step person. Really hard and it like
yeah.
And I did it. There was a day or a week where I did it several times and I just got madder and madder every time I did it because I'm like, why the fuck do I keep doing it?
Yeah, dude. And you know it's funny, like when you see that one video that just reminds you of you, like when everything you do just goes wrong. And like my biggest thing is when like I'm trying to say I'm working to put a screw in a hole and like the way the drill goes is the wrong way. I'm like, yeah, fucking of course. But if I tried to do it that way, I could never get it to go that way. But right now, that's all it wants to do. You know, it won't go the one way you want it to go. And it always ends up. And I'm just like, you know what? Fuck you, bro. Like, you know, just throw my shit.
I had
walk away.
I was trying to fix a door hinge, and it's always when I'm trying to help the customer because I got called out to check a cooler that somebody else had spent a week trying to fix. Fixed a few different things, and then the last thing was like, oh, the door is like hanging off, right? Because it's a small like under counter, and it had several doors. The last one, it was just missing a screw, right? So I took the door off. I'm like, let me just get a screw, put it in there. There's a center, and it has to be perfect, or the door won't close. So there was a hole, but there was nowhere to. I had to drill a new hole basically. Drilled it to the left. Then tried it again, drilled it to the right. I'm like, like I had no space. I'm like, if I don't get it on this shot, like it's not going to happen. But I finally got it. I'm like, and I was already like freaking out because I was like, if I fuck up their door more, like I was trying to fix it. We should start.
Was that the original call?
The call was no, because I was trying to help them out. The call was the bottom wasn't cooling, so I had to replace the temp control on it. And I was like, you know what? While I'm here, let me clean the coil, fix the door.
Yeah.
Started like sweating because I was like, if I don't get it, I don't know what to tell them.
Dude, I know it's so much. I'm like, you just gotta play it cool. Like, yeah, don't worry, I got it. I got the material in the truck. And you're like, fuck.
I was like, they're gonna need a whole they're gonna have a whole other problem on their hand.
Like, yeah, here's your actual problem. You know, I know we were trying to fix it, but oh man.
We should start a series. You know what really grinds my gears?
Yeah.
and just go
Grind
off.
my gears, America. Yeah. Oh, dude, we can have it. You know, a little ranting action.
I'm selling capacitors for $500. Is that reasonable? Well, you guys do rates, so
That can't be legitimate.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, no, I have to. So it depends. Ours are actually priced at 387 in the price book. Um, I have no control over the prices or anything anymore. Now, what I can still adjust it while I'm out there, but the price book I used to have and the pricing was where it was supposed to be. But 249 is usually where I put it. 229, 249, and that is just
Well,
for the capacitor.
We do time and material, so it comes out not 500, but under that, and we just have like
with the dispatch fee, it's 348.
Yeah, it depends on how you do it, because like I'll charge our minimum, which is like an hour and a half, depending on how far it is. Charge a material, and then get out. So I know on residential you have more rates and that kind of stuff, and you kind of make your money that way. But we don't really do a lot of small parts like that. Like I think the most common small part that we do is like contactors.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I don't see a lot of capacitors.
Yeah. Ours are about the same rate on the contactors too. Like I said, I used to have, kind of the control of it. I stepped out and let them do their thing, and that's why,
Yeah, so I don't carry a lot of them on my van. So whenever people tell me about the truck, I'm like, keep in mind I don't carry a lot of like what you guys would have, right? Like several motors, a whole shelf of capacitors. Like I don't do that kind of work. But I was asking our contact over at Diversitech, because I didn't know that they have a new capacitor lineup. Did you see I think they're called Flex or something?
Who's this by? You said Diversitech?
Yeah, so it's Packard. They are doing the Flex. Multiple size universal capacitors.
It's called a Flex capacitor. That's funny.
I think that's what it's called. It has like a Back to the Future,
like branding.
Advertising. Yeah.
Of Titan FX.
Is it? I don't know what it's called. It's called somebody showed it, and I went to go look it up.
It's 25 multi-rated. Yeah, here's one that says Titan Flex. So I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, Eddie, we keep ours under $100, and I try to put in either the Titan HD if we want to go cheap, or I put in an AMRAD if I want to get or like more quality, I guess.
For sure. Yeah. No, I mean, I get it. You can say what you want on pricing, if
But then it's the same shit, because then you got your trip fee, your labor, it all adds up to the same thing.
It depends on what everything is. I always go back to saying the same shit. Like, hey, a pizza costs a nickel to make, bro, but they're selling them joints for, $20. Good Lord. Yeah. I mean, I've seen them for like 800, and they hit them with some bullshit.
Victor's like, is that for a 5? Like what?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to just see how however you want to run your business. That is what it is.
Yes. Real.
Yeah.
Minvin. It's basically like a turbo. So now Packard has, I guess, their own. I would like to try them out, see if they're good. Yeah, because that's all I carry are those universal turbos.
Okay.
And I told my guys, because the other time I went to go help them on something, and it might have been like a split system, because we do see it on one customer.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, don't waste time. Like carry the common ones or carry the turbo, and that'll save you in a pinch.
For sure. Yeah. It should be nice to have. I mean, they're expensive, right?
I don't know how much of the parts that we buy are actually made here, unless it's at Amrad, but like they did get bought out by Rector Seal, and I don't know too much about Rector Seal, so I don't know if anything's gonna change. Other than that, what parts are, well, Titan HD
The
is made in
Packard
USA.
ones. Yeah. Not the Packard. Yeah. Titan HD. Mars.
We don't have, well, our supply house doesn't have those.
So there's some, but I mean, I'm sure like the aluminum or some shit, or the stuff, the oils, who knows?
Trying to wedge in between us.
Mm.
Whose code to use?
Ooh. All right, you just have to watch the videos when they come out and decide who has the better integration.
Who convinced you better?
You know, because I got something lined up, brother, and let me tell you, it's gonna be good.
I recorded mine today, but it was like, he told us last minute. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna like throw it in.
Yeah, I haven't filmed anything or done it yet. I hopefully have a video I can just integrate it into real quick and be like, bam, check this out.
I basically did a whole video for it, but like we gave because our main new hire was on vacation. He's been here a year, so he took his vacation. Our 2 helpers have been running around trying to get some calls done. So one of them is out of high school. What was that?
Did you give them socks?
No, I've been asking for a few more. I need to get on him about sending me some. Because I have enough. I want to get my dad some because he's now into compression socks, just to get around a little bit better
Lord. Yeah.
To stay on his feet, because he doesn't want to sit in the office. So I was like, dude, you should really try these Camel City Mill socks. So I think I have some extra of like the long ones that I don't use. I was like, I'll give you those, but I need to ask our guy for some more. But yeah, that is the segue, because I was giving the helper that we had that's out of high school a set of tools. So like I was doing that, and I was like, oh, and he needs the best socks in the game.
Oh, perfect. Like, you're welcome. Merry Happy 4th of July.
But I need to get some more.
Yeah, for sure. I got new colorways. Dude, I've been rocking the same pairs for 2 years.
Yeah, I have the same ones. We've been with them for a while now.
Every time I go to the supply house, there's one guy at the counter. He's like, "You wearing the socks?" Because I said it in my videos. I'm like, "Look, if you ever catch me out, I ain't got a pair of Camel Cities on, I'll personally buy you a pair of Camel Cities."
And unlike your AC units, you don't need to register. They're covered for 10 years.
Yeah, they got the gosh to guarantee, big dog. Hey, I appreciate that, Chris.
I'm gonna probably just cross off a couple things before we get off.
Okay.
So there's this guy. I'll talk to you more off air, but there's this guy that Halls actually was, because I know the guy. He's pretty big, like on Facebook and some other stuff. Okay. Offers like courses and different things, but he's like, go check him out. Is this the same guy
we talked about though?
No. This is a whole different guy.
So got fuck another one of them.
I barely started seeing his content. He was like, you should go look at this, because he was laughing about something. And one of the videos came up, and it was kind of viral somewhere. I forgot where it was. The dude went in to train, and I guess the unit was under warranty, so he was getting a TXV under warranty, and he's like, you know what? Since I'm here, you should throw the damn coil in there, because I know that shit's gonna leak and this and that. Like, making a big scene, and he's upset that they're not giving him the evap coil, even though there's nothing wrong with it. He was there for the TXV, so he's like, his argument was like, it's gonna leak at some point, so you might as well just give it to me now. And like, he was like so pissed off, and people in the comments are like, so who are we siding with? Because like, I'm on the train guy's side, because like the train guy was like confused. He's like, you're asking for a coil when you're here for a TXV that we're giving you, right? So I thought that was funny, but I'll talk to you about who that is after.
All right.
What's
You
up,
know,
Top
it's funny.
Gun?
I did it. Shout out to the
Actually,
Top Gunner.
I got another thing to cross off. He reminded me of, but go ahead.
Oh, I wanted to say I went to train. I was replacing a coil. They wouldn't give me the TXV. Like, I was like, bro, like anytime I do a coil, I replace the TXV. They're like, well, they both can't fail. I'm like, Jesus, like, you know what I mean? I'm like, all right,
Well,
you got me
I
there,
didn't
but
think
like,
about it that way. Yeah.
yeah, they're right, but I'm like, it. I mean, they would have given it to me. It's just the whole, the warranty and the processing and having to bring it back. It's not like a big deal. What it is, it's like, can you just give me the coil with the TXV? I don't get, trainer
Yeah,
carrier do it the same way. It's so
we
obnoxious.
I've never dealt with that because I don't do that kind of work. But like, in most scenarios, yeah, like if because I've had it like, for example, like with blower wheels or anything. Like I want the whole assembly. I don't want
Yeah.
just the failed part because that whole thing is either worn out or it's gonna fail at some point, whatever. But
Yeah.
and that's what I've learned too is like you want to try to get either the next part or like an assembly if it's available because sometimes it's hard to just replace one or you get a callback or whatever it is.
Yeah. All right. You said you had something else to check off the list.
So a blue
Okay.
line won't spend $25 on socks, but I'll spend 500 on the capacitor. Make it make sense.
Bro, I had a
I've
comment
had
the
a
other day.
lot
Some
of
dude was like, cut it with the ads. They're $25 socks. I'm like, bro, I'll buy you a pair. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are we even arguing about?
well, look
You can wear the
again.
socks every day of the week, bro, and I promise you that the day you put them on fresh to probably about Wednesday or Thursday, they still gonna feel just as good. They ain't gonna stink. I
No,
promise. I've done it. You know what I mean?
that goes back to my
Just so I
point.
can
Like
say I've done it, not because of anything else.
that goes back to my point. Other people try to sell you some bullshit, and then they think we're doing the same. Like, no, I use these things every day. Like, I won't go back to anything else. Now, I think I cut it out, but I was like, you have to keep in mind what's baked into the price is like, you can replace them within 10
It's the
years.
same shit. Yeah, it's the same shit as what we do if we have, say, a capacitor and you're selling it for $249. I mean, you got a year, or something. 2 years, I don't know.
And hey, those capacitors, those Titans, you can 5-10 year warranty now.
Go to the AZ in the house, cuz.
Arizona, what is up? Eddie's like, nah, bro, I have to change my socks at least 2 times a day.
What? Not if you get fucking Camel City, homie. Damn, Eddie, you see where you failed?
Why are you changing them twice? If it's a moisture issue, they got that merino wool.
Yeah, bro. We ain't even. What are we even talking about? Damn.
Rude and Ream gives you the evaporator coil with the drain pan. TXV ready to install.
Yep. Yep. Same. Lennox is the same way, bro. Boom, boom. Carrier sucks ass because they got the damn. Most of the time, it's like a freaking equalizer tube that you have to sweat back in, and it's such a pain.
Oh, I was gonna say the pricing sucks at Carrier, but you deal with warranty stuff.
No. They still they'll process it for you, but I think the price went up to $100, which is ridiculous. So you have to buy it, do the shit and then warranty it afterwards. It's like then you got to wait for that, and if they do it while you're there, it's $100.
Freaking Eddie. What is? Now he's like salesman, and then he's like, I'm trying to get my wife to buy me some. Father's Day already passed.
Give me the address, bro. Give me the address. I'll send you a pair of mine. Lightly used.
See, Jake was trying to get a boxers or briefs deal, but we never. Or you were trying to tell Camel City Mill to make some. They should.
Yeah, I was ghosted by one company, and then the other company was like, "Oh no, we're okay. Well, thank you." I was like, "All right."
Okay, so I crossed off the coil thing. Leon's gonna hate me, but I'll probably get into the next one next time. What I wanted to bring up was, are you what do you drink during the summer? For I know you said liquid IV, right? Is that the only thing?
2 of these a day, gallon with liquid IV. Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna, but then the next time I go out, I'm gonna buy some because I need to carry
and liquid death
and liquid death. I don't like liquid. I'm like iffy on the liquid death. I've tried a couple. I probably didn't try the right ones, but have you heard of these blue collar cocktails that are on social media?
It's getting out of hand, bro. Okay.
Have you seen it?
It's just getting out of. Yeah, I saw one video. I forget who did it. They were energy drink and this other shit. It's like, well, you know, those things are absolutely terrible for you, but okay.
Well, Top Gun is doing a whole series. He did one, I don't know if it was yesterday or today, that was not energy drinks. So
I think that's who I saw. Was he doing it with? Was it a big gulp cup?
Yeah, that's him.
Okay, all right.
He mixes it with his Milwaukee.
Yeah.
He mixes it with his Milwaukee screwdriver.
Yeah, that was
for extra flavor.
That was G.
So yeah, I've been seeing it go around. I actually have a deal.
No, I haven't. I've only saw that one. Go ahead.
Energy drink company,
are you going to use it?
And I might do one of their recipes. I don't know. We'll see.
Honestly, I haven't had an energy drink like a Monster or a Ghost in like.
My brother loves Monster. I don't like them.
I used to love the white Monsters. That was like the thing. One I do drink if I find it cold is the Bum Energy. It's like Chris Bumstead, so it's a lower dose of caffeine and a little bit cleaner ingredients. But I found after a while, like when I do those Monsters, my gut was just wrecked.
Yeah,
you know. So I haven't done it. So I'll grab a coffee now in the afternoon if I need it.
Yeah, a lot of guys are like water.
God, I'm so old.
I'm more of a water like I don't like flavored water too much. Like I'd rather just drink cold water.
Plain water?
Okay. Cold water during the summer, yeah.
What are you drinking?
I forget it sometimes, but I take a water jug too, and it's just water.
Okay.
If I need a beverage to enjoy, I'll grab a la Kurt, a Pepsi Zero. If I really need something.
Okay, yeah.
But that's usually like if I'm snacking or end of the day or whatever.
No, I get down with some Coke Zero. Yeah.
So every now and I still need that. So, and then I'll have an energy drink if I need it, typically in the morning.
Okay.
So it's all over the place, but I don't know. I also don't take enough breaks. So I don't drink a lot during the day. I know I should, but that's just me. Yeah. I'd rather get down and then get a drink.
What I really like is like when I'm driving, I'm just like bored and I like to like drink. So like if I have something there, I'm going to drink it. So I just like kind of have this next to me and I sit like this when I'm driving.
I think I try not to because I don't want to freaking go to the restroom several times a day.
Yeah. I mean, got a couple cups right there, you know, just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, you residential guys.
Definitely. You can do it, bro. Like, what you mean?
Not anymore. I don't got a van.
You can just piss on the roof. I mean, I piss on the roof all the time when I'm up there. Make sure there's a little parapet wall. I'm like, yep, right here.
All right, there was a couple that slipped through. Thoughts on Goodman?
Solid. It's good, man.
If installed right, I think anything can be good.
Yeah, I think once they were acquired.
Well, because we have one, I just don't like cleaning them because the way you have to take them apart.
Oh, the new ones they did upgrade kind of like the top. The whole shell doesn't have to come off the top. It's just you got just a fan grill, which is nice.
Here's Eddie. What's the discount code? And then he's like, I just ordered some.
Yeah, if you bundle, you just got to use one of the links. You can't use a code with the bundle, but you just use the link. service versus install. Man, I mean, that's a preference thing, but I think if you can start with the grunt shit of service, of install, and then work into service, I think it's kind of a good aspect. And then you pick up the service and move. You can do both, but I think install to service was a good route for me. But I know plenty of people who've done service and have no install, not experience, but you know what I mean. What about you?
I prefer service, but recommendation. A lot of guys go from install to service. I think it's a little more difficult to go the other way around. Because I'm that way. I started service. It didn't let him use a code. He said.
No. You just gotta use a link. You gotta use the link.
Oh yeah. That now that's more important because it's a tracking link. But whatever.
Yeah.
It's a little different now for us, but as long as you use a link.
Yeah.
So install is like where you can kind of master that part of it, right? You're doing a lot of the same stuff over. You're just getting better at it every time. Mm-hmm. And I think it's great to also see like the unit, the way it's supposed to work, the way it should be installed, the way like the codes, the building codes, like there's a lot that goes into installing equipment, especially on commercial. You're going to deal with cranes and a lot of other stuff. So that's cool. And service is more of like anything can happen. You got crazy calls. You got to, be innovative and think outside the box sometimes. And you got to problem solve. Like it's a whole different aspect to it. So I prefer service because I don't like doing the same thing over and over. And I just don't like installing. I've never liked it. So I like service because it's always something different. But if you don't know anything, I think getting into install and then switching to service is usually everybody's preference.
Yeah, I like it because again, you see the box, you see the unit out the box before it's got any type of modifications done to it or installations, and so you get to see kind of almost the inner workings of how it should be. As if you do it right, you read the manuals and you should have at least a good.
And that's also the good thing is you'll have the manuals at your disposal when you do installs.
So you get to see, and then you'll be able to see that system at its peak,
and test and everything.
You know what I've seen is I've seen some bad installs doing installs with folks that it shouldn't be done this way, and what it's translated for me into service, it's allowed me to see what to look for. Yeah. You know what? I remember motherfucking Keon did this shit, bro. I remember he did this dumb shit, and let me go look down the line and see. And sure enough, things like that. But it can go both ways, honestly.
Yeah, and then if
then the service techs want their installs one way, and
Oh yeah, give us some space, man. But if you're doing installs,
shout out Ant.
Just make sure. Yeah, Ant does HVAC in the house. Another, which he's a service guy too. So, yeah, he says service all the way. Can see the benefits of being an installer. So whichever one you do, as long as you take it seriously, and if you do service, then you go back and look at manuals. It's easier now, but back in the day, I had to save them, like the physical copies. But
yeah,
it's a little easier now, right? But as long as you go back and try to do it the way it should be done. And you look into it, you research, you do everything that you need to. But yeah, like I don't know, because that reminded me of because I do commercial, so it's package units. Tell me why like there was a new unit installed. Those things are pre-charged. So I get called out for something. It was again like me going in after another company. But they had to warranty their install. So they had just installed a carrier RTU. We get there at the same time. Okay. Tell me why I catch this guy releasing refrigerant on a package unit when they are pre-charged. Yeah, so not everybody's good at installing. Like you're going to see some weird shit out there.
We gotta add refrigerant to this.
He had his nice. He had his nice little jug recovery machine. No shame.
Classic.
I was there with my recovery machine and tank because there was another old system that I had to remove.
Standing there like,
I know, and we were going up and down the ladder, alternating, and I'm like, well, I'm bringing my shit up. I'm gonna do it my way. I didn't know he was gonna be there. I was already taking stuff up.
Did one pass.
And
bro, I was recovering. Right, the fucking.
I was recovering because I wanted to weigh it in because it felt overcharged, but that was an old, a really old system. And then he's there, like, I see the cloud of smoke. I'm like, oh, we're really doing this. All right. And then he stuffed it in the water jug.
Fucking, we were doing a rooftop and it got down on the ground. I was up top doing all the wiring and shit. This was when me and Q, it was just me and Q, and he was down there gonna dismantle it to scrap it, and him not knowing, fucking was cutting the copper, bro, with a sawzall, and boosh! I was like, oh my fucking gosh, dude! I was like, yeah, that thing has refrigerant in it, dog. You know what I mean?
He's trying to take out the condenser.
Yeah, he was gonna scrap the unit so we could just take it and go, and because I was up on the roof
I've heard
the unit ready.
Because I've heard the other one, right, where you're doing like a property or something, and you you pump down and recover the system, and then you go inside and you get to the wrong one and you cut the line, and then that happens too.
Been there. We did that to an R22 system, dude. This when I was up in Maryland. My boy Sean, fucking Sean, bro, our Jamaican cat, fucking cut that bit. He said, "You good to go, Jake?" I start cutting. And he was like, I'm like, bro, that shit bleeding. He's like, no. All the shit was all fucking gone. They went and brought us a jug of 22, you know.
Screw it. You just fix it and move on.
Keep going.
Steven, listening to your pods all day. I need to catch up with the nights.
Shout out Steven.
Episodes, because we got a lot of listeners. So appreciate everybody that listens to the audio side. And appreciate you, Steven. Fuck, now there's more comments coming in.
What time is it? That's why. Usually just
somebody asked a question. Fuck, you guys are asking too many questions. Question. I'm doing a crazy service install on the roof of a 4-story condo, 20-year R22 train, a new 3-ton 410A condenser. The plan is to remove the 410 and put in M099. Victor says no. Wait, 410?
That wasn't... He's not serious, is he?
New 410A condenser. I've never done that. Have you heard of that? Nah. R22, you mix it with 410 and then you just...
And he's just doing the condenser, though.
Yeah.
That's a negative Ghost Rider. I wouldn't.
They're replacing the condenser.
I'd be curious to see how it goes.
Not that I've seen. Oh my God, there was somebody. Oh, it was Rudy. He bought a condenser. That's the one he was doing a smart lock on, and he freaking left without telling us if he did it or not. The condenser he had, it was like a weird name. Fuck, I'll look for it for next week.
It was too cool.
But it said refrigerant 470A. And I looked at it twice. I'm like, and he said it out loud. I'm like, okay,
that's what we got. All right.
But it was empty, so it might have been like because it's 410 that he was working with. So I guess it's like something he bought to be able to do a condenser swap or something.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right, because he wasn't gonna, I guess, change the refrigerant. Because he said, I think he was gonna go in with 410 or something like that. So I need to get the whole story from him, and I'll go look at the video so I can bring it back up, but I was like 470. I've never heard of that.
No, I mean might be out
Definitely
there.
wouldn't do that. Yeah, change the piston. Yeah, they're trying to keep the existing R22 indoor unit.
That's what I was thinking, but I mean,
what's up, Jason? Jason's still on the job.
Hey yo, the man out there working, and we out here just fucking having a good time.
Well, he's here now.
Be safe out there, brother. Godspeed.
Service definitely. This was a hot take that I had from when I had Alex on. She was just like, I'm just gonna say it. It's if your service, it makes you a better installer. So that's what Top Gun is saying. Making the unit installed and making sure it's service friendly.
Definitely the service friendly part, for sure.
That's what I
knowing
said
what
too.
to look for. It's like
that's
I remember
what I said
going
too.
on a job.
I was like, if it's gonna be installed by me, then I'm gonna keep in mind that we got to work on it.
Like as an installer, like we had. This is when I was in Maryland. The guy was somebody sold the job, so I know just to take out the box, the coil, the furnace, and the condenser. That's what we're swapping. Hook it all up, and it's during the heat season. That bitch is just short cycling, right? Choking itself down. Well, it needed a whole new return, but I didn't know service or anything. I just knew to put this unit in, and I just tied it to the existing ductwork because the sales guy didn't know, hey, that return's extremely too small. We need to upsize it. And yeah, things like that, it definitely come into play. But again, there's installers that know the service, but they prefer to do the installs. Like there's times where I'm like, dude, I would not mind just doing the install. Like I'm at one job the whole day, make that shit look pretty, not have to worry about anything else.
Oh yeah. Like there's no headaches. Like except if shit goes wrong, whatever. But
goes wrong, yeah.
I would love to have like because what we're looking for next to hire is like a guy, which I do have a few that are interested. They're coming from residential. I'm like, okay, cool. That's actually a plus. Like if you do AC work, if you do install, if you do duct work, because that is what I'm going to end up needing help with, because that's stuff that I just don't like to do or know too much of. So we're trying to build out our guys to have certain strengths in certain areas.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's like, because for me, I'm going like for like on an RTU. I'm not trying to redesign everything, trying to keep it simple. I ran into one this week where it's like I think they were going from Lennox to Daikin, and I looked inside because I had to open it up and work on it. And it's a curb adapter, and they had to do some modifications to it. And it's like, well, I'm just thinking out loud, like this is probably restricted because it's like you don't see the return, you don't see where it goes. It kind of has to funnel through and go around, and like it gets smaller. And I'm like, but I didn't install it, so I'm just here to service it.
Yeah. Yep. With that one, I would say obviously there's going to be companies out there that are just hiring one way or another.
Fuck, I lost it.
It'd be like a trials thing, but just look at the company's reviews. If you look on Indeed and ZipRecruiter, I know sometimes the former employees will leave reviews about how it is to work at places. One thing I do is if I'm looking at a company, I'll look at their website, I'll read their reviews, go to the worst reviews, see how long ago they were, look at the newest, things like that. And that's how you can definitely get a feel for the company you may potentially be looking at getting into. And a lot of these companies will hire you with experience as just HVAC experience, whether it's commercial or residential. So definitely just look on those platforms. I'm sure there's others, but those are the two that I look at.
Yeah, that's the easiest way. And we're doing a little bit of everything because we hired a helper out of high school that didn't know anything, an older guy that didn't know anything, and they've been great. And then we just hired a helper out of trade school. The benefit is he knows what we're talking about. And then, like I said, because I don't want because I was trying to tell my dad, I was like, you don't want like 4 or 5 helpers that we all have to like train or help, right? So the next one needs to know a little bit more so that he can be like in between. So yeah, and the benefit there, if you're coming from residential, even well, he says install and service, like you're gonna know something where it's gonna translate to so they can put you to work right away. That's always a benefit.
Yep.
All right, I think we got everything.
Let's go.
Yeah, we got everything. We'll get into some other stuff next week. We'll
save that for next week.
Freon, I had it pulled up, so I know what I'm going to talk about. Just, I feel like if we got into it, it would have been another hour, and I don't want to be here all night. So appreciate everybody for coming out. We got to everything. Instagram was great. YouTube was great. Anything else?
Happy 4th of July.
Oh, that's right.
Remember, be safe out there, guys. You got someone to make it home to. All right, there's somebody who cares. Seriously though, everybody, just be safe. You know, shit gets a little hectic. I know it's gonna be a lot of beers tossed, and you know, we're gonna have a couple cold ones. What? Couple cold ones. What? 2, 3, 4. What? You know, be careful with fireworks and all that stuff, and just, you know, enjoy yourselves. Be safe. If you're working, be safe. Jason, be safe, and we'll holler at y'all next week.
And stay hydrated. I'm gonna try one of those blue collar cocktails one of these days.
Tell him to send the recipe, bro.
He's listing everything in the caption. He's like, "This is how you make it."
Oh, so, does he? Okay, yeah. All right. I'm bad at understanding how that stuff works.
I'm gonna check it out. I'll see if it's legit. But
bet.
Let me get the outro ready, and we'll see you guys
later, y'all. Damn, first try, son. It's not like that's not normal. Oh man, son.